What's up, world? What's going on? It's your main man, the author. Right back at that ass again. Here's another one. What's up, y'all? Just want to make this video, man. I think this is gonna be part two of the black community can't be saved, or there is no saving the black community part two. It was just a significant piece that I forgot to put in the last video, or what I forgot to say or add. Um, I made a video about why there's no saving the black community, how the young kids not only embrace, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, more than a high percentage, not only embrace negativity, but they use it as their identity, which is even more dangerous, meaning they personify the negative behaviors. They think they are the poster children for these negative behaviors. Little do they know that there's a group that operates behind the scenes that are way more sinister than they could even possibly imagine of being. But to make a long story short, what I did want to add is one of the reasons why I think there's no saving the black community, and I think it's because the kids tend to follow other old school thugs. Um, they'll listen to the opinions of guys who are locked up, big kingpins who have been locked up for 20, 30, 40 years. People who are either the drug kingpins of the 80s, mid 80s, or early 90s. They'll listen to the stick up kids in the 80s, early 90s, and some of their reasoning behind it is that they say, well, they've been through it, so they know. And it's the most idiotic, stupid shit that I've ever heard of. Because here's the thing: why are you gonna listen to someone who's already fucked up? You see what I'm saying? Why listen to someone who's already fucked up, or who has already fucked up? You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of guys who come from the inner city who become police officers, school teachers. Why not listen to someone who came from that environment and did the right thing since day one? Why listen to someone who already has fucked up tremendously? Why? And that's who they tend to idolize and try to follow, and they take the advice of people who've already fucked up. I don't want to listen to someone who's already fucked up. One of my mentors before I even went to college was a dark complected. This brother had a lot of melanin in his face, and some of my I would say friends, or some major influences in my life have been dark skinned black men. One guy, his name is Tim. He was a major influence, and I met him in the Navy. He really made me want to go to college. I already had the initiative after I was at my first command, but he pretty much was my mentor in terms of he'd help me out with my math. He'd let me know the ins and outs. And then there was another dark skinned brother named Mark, who was a childhood friend of mine in school. Both major influences. I was thinking about both these brothers yesterday. But my point is that I listened to Tim because Tim, he came from a very rough city, man. Camden, New Jersey. One of the roughest cities in America. And his mother moved him out when he was 13, I think, somewhere around there, him and his brother. She moved him and his brother and the family out when he was 12 or 13. He said his father had been breaking the windows, and the father got into it with the mother. So she moved them out and moved them to the suburbs, man, at an early enough age. But you would never think it if you listen to him speak. You close your eyes, you think you're hearing a white man talk, but he's black, man, like dark complected, a very melanated brother from right here in the States, man. Very funny. And I listened to him because he was from the inner city, but he didn't fuck up. But the average person wouldn't listen to him. You will get the average inner city guy. These kids from the inner city won't listen to him. I was a teacher; they wouldn't listen to me. So I used to tell them all the time, man. If you guys took half the energy that you use towards scheming and trying to find ways not to do the right thing or not to do the assignment, if you applied that to something positive, y'all be halfway home in terms of higher graduation rates, higher grades. You be on the track to graduation, but I don't think most of them heard me. But that's my point. Listen to someone who's, and the person doesn't have to be from the inner city, but listen to someone who, and that's why I was saying too about the, excuse me, in my last video that I made about the talented 10 or the black bourgeoisie, the few blacks from the suburbs feeling that, they fail the black community or they're supposed to be the leaders in terms of education. They should be. But I spoke to that saying you have to respect the parameters and the depths of what you're trying to change, what you're trying to lead. A leader is only as good as his followers. I'll say it again. A leader is only as good as his followers. And, most black women, their excuse for being fucked up is that the black man refuses to lead. But again, a leader is only as good as his followers. You know what I'm saying? So, you blame the black man for not being in the seat of power in this country, or not having a throne in terms of ruling the world. But again, you have to have some followers. So the black man didn't just lose; we all lost. All right, it was a team effort. All right, so again, man, I mean, you can't just walk around. I'm gonna make a video about black women's the excuses they make for acting like fools. You can't just walk around thinking that, mad because a black man is not at the threshold of power. In the meantime, even if he was, you wouldn't follow him because you don't believe in a patriarchy because you've been brainwashed by white feminists. You can't walk around mad because your man is not at the head seat or you're not considered the queen. At this point, it's over with. And like I said, having the leadership seat, you do need a good team. Ask LeBron, right? Even though I don't respect him as a leader, I don't think you throw your team under the bus when they don't when they don't win the championship. I think that's how black females have what they have done to black males. We didn't win the championship, so they throw us under the bus, which is one of the reasons why in the late 80s, early 90s, you saw them on the Sally Jesse Raphael show, on the Donahue show, on Oprah, complaining about how bad the black man treats them, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And like I said, I do realize that there's a major power above that influencing them, but you resist. Especially once you know what's happening, you resist. All right? You don't just keep doing it when someone's telling you, okay, it took us 40 years to figure it out, but you're going to keep doing it, or you're going to resist and try to make things better. They not even trying to hear this shit. There's a lot of brothers on social media telling them, hey, look, this is what happened. Oh, fuck that. I'm in the head seat. So, but in any result, man, yeah, that bothers me a lot when a lot of these brothers, like I said, the black bourgeoisie is not in the inner city, so it's hard for young blacks to follow them. Granted, but you don't choose the lesser of two evils, meaning you're gonna follow the gangsters of old, a lot of those guys, if they were free, they would continue to be a nuisance. Some of those guys have set the black community back 50, hundreds of years in terms of that narcotic shit, and not only just the narcotics and getting people high, but that selling that shit like that, depending on what you're selling, like crack and shit like that, has a lot of, it's a tree with a lot of branches, meaning it has a lot of outward effects that yeah, high is one of the bad effects, but overdoses, kidnappings, like the Rich Porter, his brother was kidnapped because he made money to kidnappings, the people being taken hostages, the crack babies, a lot of stuff like that, man. People getting into accidents, overall, the health of the black community in terms of the physical health. So, that shit has a lot of other side effects that we don't really address. And like I said, I do realize, people have to survive. At the time there was, and still now, there's really no black businesses, no black Fortune 500 companies where you can apply, and the average thug is not going to make six figures based on what his knowledge. The average black out here isn't going to make six figures, no matter how smart him or her is. Only 20% of the population, or it's only 20% of the households in America make six figures between two people. So, but but not to go off on a tangent, but I'm just saying that the black youth tend to listen to individuals who've already fucked up, who've already gone far left, and they don't listen to people who have gone, or people who've come from the inner city but have gone straight the whole way. They did graduate high school. They did get their degrees. They did, probably were academics themselves. I'm not saying you have to have your degree in order to be a leader, but, listen to somebody who didn't fuck up the whole way, somebody who didn't go in and out of prison, somebody who wasn't arrested for this or for that. So, and like I said, I know you're a black man. I mean, anybody could be arrested for X, Y, Z, but you do notice those habitual criminals who plague on their own people. They're not going outside the community. They're not kidnapping Irish gangsters or Italian gangsters, or they're not shooting at the police, or they're just preying on their own, other black people. So I just want to add on, I'll make this video very brief. I just want to add on to what the video I've already made. Be sure to like, subscribe. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate your likes. Looks like the channel's getting stronger and stronger. So as long as I'm able, I'm going to keep on, putting out good content. All right. You guys take care.